Hey guys, it's Kessa. Today's video is one that I'm really excited to film. This is a video that I have wanted to film since I started my YouTube channel, which was quite a few years ago now. I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. I'm going to be talking about how I cleared my skin. It has been a long journey. I started getting acne in like grade 7, so I think that was like 8 years ago now. It's been a long time. I was only in grade 7, so that's pretty young to start dealing with acne, and I did start wearing makeup around that age to cover it up because it made me feel really insecure. I was one of the only people, I think, in my grade who really had acne. For most people, it didn't really happen until high school, and I felt like a lot of people didn't have to deal with that, and so I kind of felt like I was alone in that a lot of the time. So it was definitely something that was really hard to deal with. I became really good at doing makeup though because of it, and I would cover it up every single day. I would never go to school without makeup on. I think there was once or maybe twice in all of high school that I went to school without makeup on. I'm just gonna be sharing with you guys the things that I have found worked for me. These things might work for you, they might not work for you. Everyone is different. I know I've watched a lot of these videos while dealing with acne because I just wanted to figure out why it was happening and what worked for other people and give it a try, and I was willing to try literally anything. I've tried DIYs for face masks and stuff, which those don't work, by the way. I just thought I would share with you guys what has worked for me. There are quite a few things I'm going to talk about, and it is definitely a combination of those things that have helped to clear my skin. I couldn't just do one of these things and not do the others, and when I started slacking on the other things, I noticed my skin would break out. I've become really in tune to what bothers my skin, so I can really tell, oh, I ate this, I did this, and then I got a breakout. The first thing that I want to talk about, because I feel like this has made the biggest difference, diet. This is something that I think I started to notice, or I gave it a try. I was in high school. I don't remember what grade. I might have been in grade 10, maybe grade 11, and that is sugar. So that's just white sugar, brown sugar. That's not natural sugars. So that's not gonna be fruit or like your sugar substitutes. Those things I still ate. But I think I went off of sugar for about a year. I wanna say I was pretty consistent with it. There was a couple times where I definitely would have sugar, but I kept that to a minimum, and I learned how to find substitutes and just stay away from those white sugars and brown sugar and whatever. And this really helped clear my skin. I think this was one of the first things that I have ever tried that I really noticed a difference in my skin. It just got so much clearer, and I noticed that like the painful under the skin acne really comes from sugar. So when I'm not eating those sugars, it's way better. It's not painful, and in my opinion, it's totally worth it. I really do struggle though to stay away from sugar because I love sugar. It is a hard one for me. Now that I live on my own and buy my own food, cook for myself, I think it's a little bit easier because I just don't buy super sugary foods, and I try and stick to more healthy alternatives. Not perfect with that one, but I'd like to say I've gotten a lot better. That is probably my number one tip. If you're gonna try something, try not eating sugar. It really helped me. Next diet tip was super greasy, oily, deep fried, fatty type of foods seem to affect my skin, which kind of makes sense. They have lots of oils. Just try and keep those to a minimum in my diet. That would include fast food for sure. I don't eat fast food because I don't eat gluten and dairy anyways, so it's not very hard for me, and I just don't feel good at all if I eat super greasy foods, so that one's not really hard for me. I definitely do a lot better just with my whole entire body. Just eating whole foods and just healthier meals and snacks, it's just gonna help you so much. What you're feeding your body you're going to get out of it. If you're eating really healthy, you're probably going to see a change in your skin, and you're overall just going to feel a lot better. Something that I've more recently learned about is gut health, which your gut affects your whole entire body. It's really crazy how that works. So I would definitely recommend spending time researching and finding out more about gut health, because that could be a big thing that is affecting your skin. I have definitely heard that for some people, it's dairy that clears their skin. I think it's helped me, because I haven't been eating dairy or gluten for quite a while, and I definitely think it's helped, but it's definitely like the sugars, the number one thing I need to stay away from if I want my skin to be clear. I have been on the FODMAPs diet. I'm gonna go into more depth on this in a video soon, just about my whole health journey, because that whole journey has definitely affected my skin as well. So when I started doing this diet last fall, so a year ago actually, my skin got so much better, and that diet also includes no sugars, I think, so that's part of the reason. But when you're feeding your body what it needs and what it's going to thrive off of, you're going to notice a difference. So my next tip is exercise. I've noticed that my skin just does a lot better if I'm exercising. That doesn't mean like working out, like doing an intense workout every day. It just means being active. I like to work out like 5 days a week at least. When I'm exercising, my skin just does a whole lot better. I've dealt with acne on my chest and my back, as well as just my face. I've gone through all of it, so I know what it's like not wanting to wear tank tops and stuff. I remember being so worried about having clear skin by grad, because I didn't want to wear a grad dress that showed my back and stuff. I've been there. But exercising, I think, has helped a lot with just the body acne. But my biggest tip with that is exercising and sweating it out is great, but you have to go and shower off after and wash your face. If I get up in the morning and I go to the gym, I don't usually wash my face before, because I know I have to wash it after anyways. I know acne it's a lot based on your genetics and stuff. Both my parents had acne, so that's probably where it comes from. But there are always things that you can do to help. I'm getting these weird spam phone calls every single day, and I've only had that happen since I got a US number. It's very weird. Something else I should have mentioned for diet is water. You'll probably hear this in every single video you watch like this, but I notice a direct correlation if I'm not drinking enough water, and I drink so much water. I have this water bottle always filled up, and I'm always drinking it throughout the day. I probably have like 3, maybe 4 of those during the day. So if I don't drink like as much water as I usually do, I'll notice that the next couple days I'll usually have more of a breakout and my skin doesn't do as well. Just keep track of that. Get yourself like a good water bottle. I know there's really huge ones you can get on Amazon. If you have trouble drinking enough water in the day, I recommend getting one of those, and a lot of them will have like the tracker on them, so it tells you like by 10 a.m. and whatever, all the times throughout the day. So get yourself one of those if you struggle with drinking water. For skincare, I have tried so much. There's a lot of Mary Kay skincare, because that's what my mom has always used, and I've used their acne line and everything like that. I just found my skin didn't love the Mary Kay stuff, and I also tried drugstore like acne lines. Those do not work. I don't recommend buying drugstore skincare. If you deal with acne, you definitely need to invest in your skincare. It's very important. You don't need like a 10-step skincare routine, so it doesn't mean you need to go spending like hundreds and hundreds of dollars to clear your skin. It can be fairly simple. I use naturally based non-toxic skincare, and when I started with this skincare, over time, I have noticed the biggest difference. The hard part is with skincare is you have to try it for so long before you are going to notice if it really works for your skin or not. I'm going to quickly go over my skincare routine, which currently consists of 6 products plus sunscreen. So the cleanser that I use is the Monet Be Gentle cleanser. I love this cleanser because it's going to remove your surface dirt and oils, but it doesn't strip your skin, leaving it dry and flaky. My skin has just responded really well to this cleanser. It's been way less dry and less oily, so it's just basically helped balance my skin. And it has AHAs, which help energize, brighten, and refine the skin, as well as peptides that give your skin that plump, youthful look. And it's just all around an amazing cleanser no matter what you're looking for. Niacinamide, I am so obsessed with niacinamide, and this one's by the Inkey List, but I also love the Ordinaries. Niacinamide has anti-inflammatory properties, and it helps balance and reduce redness. You can see why it helps with acne, and I use it every morning. It has just helped my acne so much. The next product is a vegan retinol alternative. Retinols have some really bad side effects like dryness, sensitivity, redness, itchiness, burning. This product is a plant-based alternative that gives you all the benefits of retinol, like an even skin tone, improved texture, brighter skin, just without the side effects. It's really great for anyone with acne-prone skin. Skin Revitalizing Essence is a hydrating product, which is so important when using acne products, and it preps your skin to fully absorb the rest of your skincare routine, so I use this right after I cleanse. The next product is my Night Haven cream. This is a moisturizer I use at night, and it's got so many benefits like being anti-aging, and it has hyaluronic acid, which is amazing and gives you healthy glowing skin. There's also avocado oil in here, which deeply moisturizes and targets damage, as well as ceramides, which prevent the skin from premature aging. And the moisturizer I use in the morning is the Be Gentle moisturizer. This keeps my skin moisturized all day, and I have found I've dealt with way less dryness since I've used this moisturizer, and it gives my skin a healthy glow without making it look greasy. If you guys want any more information on any Monet products, just send me a message. They've been such a huge part in my skin journey, and I would love to help you out as well. Make sure that you are giving your skin enough moisture and hydration. Moisture and hydration are two different things. I always get them mixed up. When you have acne, I know a lot of times you have very oily skin. That's the case for me. It's not as bad now, but I think that's because I'm using naturally based skincare, and I just had a voice crack. I'm also making sure that my skin is getting the moisture and the hydration that it needs. That's helped balance my oily skin so much. It was so bad before. I would put my makeup on in the morning, and by the end of the day when I was going to school, so that's like 6 hours or something, it's not that long, my skin would be shiny and it would look wet. I always had blotting pads, and I brought my powder and my foundation brush or my powder brush to school, and I would go and touch up because it was like I was so embarrassed by it and I was so shiny. If you also deal with that, it's probably because you're not hydrating your skin enough, which it sounds like it should be counterproductive, but I have an oil, it's called Rejuvenique oil. That's also the oil I do my hair treatments with. I will put that on my skin if it's super dry, or if I'm dealing with like imbalance of oils, because it helps to balance my oils. But don't just put any oil on your skin. I could talk so much about that, but follow me on Instagram if you want to see more. But the next thing is niacinamide. This is an amazing skincare ingredient. I have the Inkey List niacinamide. I notice a very big difference with my skin when I'm using this. It helps with just redness and balancing out your skin, so you're not going to have as many breakouts. I know a lot of people who this has helped tremendously with breakouts and acne. I use this every single morning. This is like an $8 product or something. Like, it's very cheap and it works extremely well. So highly recommend getting this in your skincare routine. The next product I need to go grab. Okay, the next product is my Monet Berry Scrub. This is the same brand as most of the other skincare I use, and this is naturally based, and this is like an exfoliating scrub, but it's also hydrating. So I love it because my skin gets quite dry sometimes because of the prescription products I use, which I'll get into in a minute. So when my skin gets dry at all or a little flaky, I use this, and it's incredible because it's going to exfoliate very gently. I absolutely love this. I don't use a lot of different face masks and stuff because I find they just don't do anything, but this one is amazing. I'll use it whenever I just notice my skin needs it, and it helps so much. So I'll talk about my prescriptions a little more right now. I went to the dermatologist when I was in high school. The dermatologist that I had, she was lovely, like super wonderful, and really wanted to help me with my skin. But I feel like they kind of just send you to get a prescription, in my experience. And when that doesn't work, they make their prescription stronger. And these are very strong products. I'll tell you the names of them. The one I use in the morning, that's when I was supposed to use it. ACNE, And then at night, I use retinoid. I have no idea how to say these names, but you get the idea. And then this one's a spot treatment, and it's called benzocaine. So these are really strong, and she told me use this one in the morning, this one at night, and then this one just as a spot treatment. These work, they definitely work, but I don't think there's any amount of moisture or hydration you can give your skin to compensate for the dryness. I remember when I would use these consistently, it would be great. Like, my skin would finally get clear, and then it would get so dry. It was so extremely painful. I would try to put moisturizer on, and it would be so bad. It would hurt so bad, even if it was a non-scented one, that I would have to wipe it off, and then I couldn't put moisturizer on even though my skin was so dry. It was pretty awful, but of course I would do anything to clear my skin, so I did this for years, and it was always this cycle of the same thing. Skin would start getting clearer, and then it would get extremely dry and painful. I would have to not use these products for a while until my skin was hydrated enough, and then I would break out again, and then I would start using them again. It was a cycle for literally years. So quite recently, I've just kind of stopped using them regularly, and I will just use them every once in a while. So here and there, I'll use one in the morning, or I'll use one at night. I use the spot treatment a little bit more when I need it, but you just have to be very careful with the prescription products, because as much as they might work, they can also do a lot of damage. If you're drying out your skin so bad that it's hurting like mine did, just listen to your skin and stop. So yeah, that's my experience with the dermatologist. It might be different for you. They might help get you on like a good skincare routine, and if that works, then that's amazing. I also use sunscreen every single day. This is very important, and I mean every single day, like in the summer and the winter, no matter if you're going outside or not, because there are UV rays when you're inside as well, and that's what's going to age your skin. It's also just going to help keep your skin healthy long term, so just do that, whether you have acne or you don't. Skincare every day in the morning after you're done your skincare, just do it. I use a mineral one though. It's also from Monet, because sunscreens can make you break out. This one has never made me break out. It works really great for me, so I just let my moisturizer set in, and then like 5 minutes later I'll put my sunscreen on, and I'm good to go. It's gonna help you with anti-aging, and you will thank yourself later, so just do it. The next thing is makeup. I always hear people say don't wear makeup if you want to clear your skin, and for me, makeup has never been a factor in my acne, because I have always invested in my skincare and my makeup, and I've always used mineral foundations. And the one that really works for me, I've been using it for years, is by Glow Skin Beauty. It's the liquid mineral foundation, and I swear by it. I will probably use this one for a long time. I've been using it for years, and it just works so well. I have always said, like, I swear when I take my makeup off at the end of the day, my skin is better than it was in the morning, because mineral foundation is good for your skin versus most makeups are clogging your pores and making your skin worse. And I find when I'm wearing makeup, I'm not going to be touching my face as much, which is going to help with the oils and clogging your pores. So for me, I have been wearing makeup my whole life. It hasn't affected my acne. I think it helps a little bit. If you're looking for something to cover your acne and just make you feel a little more confident, I definitely recommend that one. Pricey, but it lasts me literally forever, 6 months to a year, so totally worth it for me. I have not tried Accutane. I just found that the side effects were too much for me to want to do that. It also causes extreme dryness, probably very similar to what I dealt with from my prescription creams. And I've heard side effects like depression and things like that, and that's something that I didn't want to subject myself to, so I didn't try that. I also didn't have real cystic acne. I definitely had pretty bad acne and painful acne, but it just wasn't to the point where I felt like I needed to do that, and that's not what the doctor recommended. I find that the diet and the skincare and all the other things I've talked about in this video have been worthwhile for me to not try Accutane. I did try some kind of medication for acne. It was not Accutane. It was something lighter. That was probably when I was in high school. I don't even really remember anymore, but I just remember that it didn't work and I went off it because it didn't do anything for me. Also tried birth control for my acne. It did not work for me the first time when I was in high school. The doctor put me on birth control for my acne, and that birth control just didn't work for me. I would recommend trying everything else before you're gonna go try birth controls and Accutane, because those things mess with your hormones and everything, and it can just be a lot on your body. That was probably a lot of information, and I hope you watched the whole way through because, like I said, it was a combination of all these things that have really helped me. If you give these a try, just know it's worth trying, and don't give up partway through, because if I did that, I wouldn't have gotten to the point where I am today. I barely wear makeup anymore. I haven't put makeup on for weeks. This is like the first time because I wanted to film some videos. I really hope this video helps you guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel and like this video and leave a comment. It really helps me. I'm gonna be uploading every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Put my notifications on if you want to see all my new videos. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you next time. Bye.